Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. It is Monday, and that means it is mail day here on the channel. Sometimes it's mail that I've picked up, things that I bought online, and sometimes it is mail that you wonderful people have sent me, and that is the case today. This is from Rob at Bucks in 6. Rob does not have his own channel, and he should. I don't know why he doesn't, but for some reason he does not. But he is a longtime viewer of this channel and was very kind to send me this package. He emailed me to let me know it was coming and kind of gave me a preview. He said it was unusual stuff, and that it was stuff that his son Ryan had printed out on a 3D printer, which is really cool because I have no idea what is in here, and I have never, as far as I know, I was thinking about it, I don't think I have any items that have been 3D printed, as far as I know. I mean, it's possible that I've bought one and just didn't know it, but so it's pretty exciting to me. I'm very curious to see what is in here. Rob gave me no clue as to what his son Ryan printed out, and I have no idea how 3D printers even work. We don't own one, and I've never used one, so very, very interesting. Can hear things moving around in there, but I don't know what they are. So let's find out together what is in here. And huge thanks to Rob for sending this to me, and a huge thanks to his son Ryan for doing this, whatever it is that he did. I'm curious to see. I have a cold. Those of you who have really good ears and know how I usually sound, I sound a little bit different today because I picked up a pretty nasty cold over the weekend, and it's been really it hasn't been fun, I'll put it that way. I was in bed most of the day yesterday on Sunday, which allowed me to watch the Ravens game, and that was a very enjoyable game for me, though if you were a Lions fan, it was not an enjoyable game for you, I'm sure, but I certainly enjoyed watching that. But other than that, there have been no benefits at all to having a cold, I can tell you that, and it just seems like whenever one of my kids brings home some, I caught this one from my daughter who is 2, and we have her in daycare sometimes, and whenever my kids bring home something, I inevitably seem to get it. I'm not sure. Before I had kids, I never got sick. I'm sure a lot of parents probably can attest to this for themselves as well, but before I had kids, I thought, oh, I've got a constitution of steel, but it turns out I don't. I just didn't have kids, so. All right, let's see what we have here. Dear Card Wolf, thank you for the generous gifts you have shared. Our fawn has been making these, and I thought you should have a few. Mrs. Bucks in 6. This isn't even really from Rob. It's from Mrs. Bucks in 6, Rob's wonderful and extremely patient wife who puts up with him. Thank you so much for this, Mrs. Bucks in 6. I have got to get a stack of Red Sox cards together for you because I know what a huge fan of the Red Sox you are. And I want to make sure that you aren't wanting for, Red Sox cards. That would be bad. So we don't want that. All right, so here's what we have in here. And it does look like some stuff has been wrapped up in paper towels. And I'll put this out here. And that is what is in the box. All right, this one, do this one first. This one feels very unusual here. I don't know what we've got. What is this? Is this a Yoda? What is this? That's what it looks like. Wow, it is. Look at that. Wow, you made this? That is really cool. Look at that. Check that out. It is Baby Yoda. That is awesome. Bring that up closer to the camera so you guys can check this out. I've never, to the best of my knowledge, I've never held or possessed any sort of 3D printed item. And that is very cool. Check that out. That is very, very neat. Baby Yoda. That is awesome. Wow. Well, I will put this in a place of honor and certainly display this. That is very, very cool. Thank you very much for that. That is awesome, Ryan. Thank you for making that. That is really cool. I like that a lot. I guess I didn't know what 3D printers were capable of until I hold this in my hand now. I didn't realize that they could, I don't know, for some reason, I've never used one, and so I don't really have any experience with them at all. I thought they just could make like bricks or, stuff that didn't have a lot of detail to it, but this actually has a lot of detail to it. I mean, it's got the face, obviously, and the fingers, and There's like texture to the head and everything else. I mean, that's pretty sophisticated work. I mean, this is something I don't know this, but this is something I assume that Rob and Mrs. Bucks in 6 and their son have a 3D printer at home, which it's amazing to me. I mean, this is essentially like essentially like a figure you could buy in a store or something. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Thank you for that. And I'm very curious to see what is in this one over here. What is? Oh, are these card holders? These are like display stands for cards. That is very cool as well, and I get a lot of different colors. That is very neat. Wow, I've never ever had anything like this before. I see people use these kinds of things on their channels, and I have never once used one of these, and I don't actually know why not. I mean, they've always looked kind of neat, and see if I can get a couple of my Brooks Robinson cards in those. That is cool. That is the first time I've ever had card stands. That is pretty neat. I wonder if it'll do sideways cards as well. I'll do the wolf maybe in one of the blue ones. See if that will fit. Yeah, that fits just fine. Look at that. Wow, that is cool. This is just great. I've never had card stands before, and now that I do, I'm seeing these cards in them, and I'm thinking, why have I never had these before? These are actually pretty cool, and they do a great job of kind of displaying the cards at a nice angle so you can sort of see them a little bit better. Wow. Well, I am hugely grateful for this. This is a really, really neat bunch of stuff. Thank you guys so much. Again, this is from Bucks in 6 and his family put this together for me, and I'm very, very appreciative. Thank you again, all three of you, for doing this. That's fantastic. I really, this is my first exposure to anything that's been 3D printed, and these are very nice. I mean, these card stands are very high quality. I've never had card stands before, but kind of glad that I waited. I mean, these are extremely sturdy and very, very well made. I like them a lot, and I like the different colors they come in too. So give me an excuse to actually display some cards. I don't really have very many, other than right here, at the tableau that I use every day for the channel. I don't really have very many cards displayed in my study, but now maybe I will set some of these up on bookcases and things and display them around. That's really cool. Thank you guys so much. That is very, very, very thoughtful, and I am, my son's going to be very interested in this too. I'm sure when he gets home from school today, I'll show him some of this stuff. He's going to like it a lot. Maybe I'll give him a couple of these card stands so he can display some of his favorite cards in his room, because I know he has some favorites. Though he told me the other day I had some cards I was going to give him. He said, "No, I don't want any." And I said, "Why not?" And he said, "I'm out of storage. I don't have any more storage." And I thought, there are a lot of easy ways we can solve that. If I did that every time I ran out of storage, I would have stopped collecting decades ago. So thankfully, I think I'll solve that problem for him and figure out how he can continue to add to his collection. This is just great. What a wonderful mail day. Thank you guys so much, Rob and Mrs. Bucks in 6 and their amazing son who printed these. It's a baffling and mysterious process to me how you could print something like this, but I guess I'll have to look online and see some videos of how a 3D printer works, because I have no idea, and I really didn't know it could print something as detailed and big as that. That's really big too. Really pretty neat. I like that. All right, I'll be back tomorrow with, we open a new product every Tuesday, so I'll be opening something new, though it might not be that new. I might just open another box of Topps 2023 Update, because I'm really enamored of the Halloween inserts. We opened one of those last week, and I was pretty excited about it, so I may do another one of those tomorrow. We'll see. And then Wednesday it'll be a pack battle with Average Joe. Actually, I have no idea what Joe and I are opening. Maybe we'll open one of those, and I'll do something different tomorrow. I'll have to get with Joe and figure that out. Thursday is Anything Can Happen Day, and Friday, of course, is Dorking with Dice. I look forward to seeing you back here throughout the week, and I thank you so much for coming by today. Please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you don't already. It helps the channel out quite a lot, and I appreciate it. And wow, I hope you guys had a better weekend than I did. This cold has really taken a lot out of me, and I want it to go away post haste. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, and as always, happy collecting.